Hey, what's up everyone? Gilbert here. In this video I want to talk about the GMB local filter. So I'm looking at a scan here in Local Falcon and you'll see that it was done on September 2nd at 2:23, and we just happened to scan it again not too long after, and you'll see the time change, but you'll also see the pins change here. So let me just click on there and you'll see 3:55, so an hour and a half later, and you'll see this whole area here. If I switch back and forth, there's a huge difference. So we were wondering, well, why, if the scan was done an hour and a half later, why did the rankings change so much from being fifth, or fourth, fifth, to nowhere basically? So the reason for that is the filter. So I had to do a little bit of investigative work. So if you do have a scan tool like Local Falcon, and you see differences in scans even from 1 week to the next, or 1 month to the other, and you see huge differences, investigate a little bit further. It may not be a ranking issue, so I mean caused by like poor optimization. In this case, it's the filter that is causing this problem. So first thing we always do, at least I like to do, is you take your keyword and you go, you set your browser to a location, and you can use I have a Chrome plugin tool called a GS location changer, and you can put in your address and geocode it, and then you'll see that the blue dot is there, so that's where the browser thinks I am. And I do an actual Google search. So tools are great, Local Falcon is great, but always go back to a Google search to see what is actually going on when we have two different numbers, one showing 5 and one showing 20, right? Two different scans. So we look at that bank near me. We're exactly on the address that we're looking for, right? 17 South High Street, and 0, we're right on it. So Huntington Bank, that's the first one. So I mean, that makes sense, right? We're right on top, we're ranking first. That's what our tool is showing, but on both scans. So number 1 here and number 1 here. The problem is when we move over into this area, that was where the discrepancy was. So what we could do is just pick an address, go, scroll in like this, scroll, you could go to actual maps, scroll in, pick a business, get its address, right? And then enter that into here. Redo the search, and then you'll see what we did is we did the search. I'll do view all because they're not ranking in the 3-pack, view all. And then we come here and Huntington Bank is here. So it's like 4th or 5th here. So that matches that first scan. So how come, what's going on when we see it not ranking at all? So what I did is, well, look, there's a lot of stuff around here. So what I did is I looked for another listing, because I'm thinking, okay, maybe there's another listing that's screwing this up or it's too close. And I noticed that, you'll see, because I highlighted it, there's another 17 South High Street listing here. And this one says ATM Huntington National Bank. And so now we have a bank and we have an ATM at the exact same location. And so that's when the filter triggers, is because Google likes to show a variety. Now normally, if you have two different categories of businesses, the filter doesn't trigger. But in this case, you'll see that the ATM listing has a primary category of bank. And I'll bring that here, ATM. So first of all, it has the word bank in it, right? So that doesn't help. But the primary category chosen for this ATM, and I wouldn't say it's chosen, I think Google automatically created this because it's not even claimed, it has the wrong categories. And so when we're searching for bank near me, what Google is doing is, like, sometimes it's showing this one, and then sometimes it's picking the other one. And so when it picks this one first, the actual bank listing is not going to show up, because if you look down here, it'll show up on Huntington Bank ATM. It's going to show up before yours. So Google is kind of like switching them out, but this one ranks worse, and so now we're getting completely different results on the scans. So when you see, first takeaway, when you see odd scans, go to Google, do an actual search, see if you can replicate the results. If you can replicate the results and the tool is correct, then what you have to do is do a little bit of investigative work. First thing to do is check, are there any other listings or duplicate listings at your at that specific location or near that location to see if Google is getting mixed up. And so that's just a quick video for today. I know I'm a little bit lax on the videos. I keep wanting to put them out and I always run out of time. So I'm just going to do less production and just more small little tips like this when I come across them. Hope it helps, and hit the like and subscribe and all that stuff if you want to see more. Thanks.